You ever notice that tiny rush of happiness when a plan gets canceled? Your phone buzzes, you glance down, hey, sorry, something came up, can we reschedule? And instead of disappointment, your shoulders drop. Your brain goes, oh, thank God. You pretend to be polite, maybe even say, no worries at all. But inside, you're already back in pajamas, mentally on the couch, emotionally free. And then comes the guilt. Why am I relieved? I like this person. I agreed to this plan. What's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. In fact, that reaction says a lot about how your mind works. And once you see it, you start noticing it everywhere. In yourself, in your friends, in that one person who always needs a rain check. So let's talk about the psychology of people who feel relieved when plans get canceled, because it's not laziness, it's not rudeness, and it's definitely not one single type of person. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you know, or maybe it's both. There's one type that feels this relief almost instantly. This is the person whose social energy has a very clear battery, and that battery drains faster than they admit. They say yes to plans while feeling good. Maybe it's earlier in the week. Maybe they're in a decent mood. The idea sounds nice. Coffee, dinner, hangout. Future them can handle it. But as the day gets closer, the mental math begins. Getting ready, traveling, small talk, being on. Their body starts feeling tired before anything has even happened. So when the cancellation comes, it feels like someone quietly removed a weight from their chest. Not because they hate people, but because rest just won. These people don't recharge by being around others. They recharge by being alone. Silence feels like oxygen, and canceled plans feel like permission to breathe again. If this is you, you might notice that you enjoy socializing once you're already there, but the build-up, that's the hard part. The relief isn't about the person, it's about the energy cost. Then there's another type. This one is more sneaky. This person actually wants to go. They're not tired, they're not antisocial, but their mind turns every plan into a performance review. What do I wear? What if it's awkward? What if I say something weird? What if they're judging me and I don't even know it? For them, plans are not just plans, they're pressure. So when the plan gets canceled, their nervous system relaxes. The background anxiety shuts off. The endless what-if loop finally goes quiet. The relief here isn't about staying home. It's about escaping evaluation. These are often people who are highly self-aware, sometimes too self-aware. They replay conversations in their head. They notice facial expressions. They read between lines that may not even exist. Canceled plans feel like safety, no risk, no spotlight, no need to manage impressions. And if you've ever thought, I like people, I just hate the mental effort of being perceived, this might be you. Then there's the people-pleaser type. This one is tricky, because on the outside they seem social, reliable, always agreeable. They say yes quickly, sometimes automatically, before they even check in with themselves. Later, when they're alone, they realize they never really wanted to go, or they wanted to go but not that badly, or they're exhausted and wish they had said no. But saying no feels uncomfortable. Saying no feels selfish, so they don't. That's why cancellations feel like relief. It's a boundary they didn't have to set themselves. No awkward explanation, no guilt, no disappointment to manage. The decision was made for them. If this is you, the relief comes with a quiet thought, I'm glad I don't have to be the bad guy. Over time, this pattern teaches the brain something important. Relief becomes associated with escape, not honesty. And that's where the guilt creeps in, because part of you knows this could have been avoided. Then there's a deeper layer, the type that doesn't just feel relieved, but strangely calm, almost peaceful. These are people whose lives feel overfilled, not always visibly busy, but mentally crowded. Too many roles, too many expectations, too many tabs open in their head. For them, every plan is another obligation, another thing to hold, another demand on limited space. When a plan gets canceled, it feels like someone cleared a little room in their mind. One less thing to remember, one less thing to prepare for. This isn't about introversion or anxiety, it's about overload.
These people often don't realize how stretched they are until something is removed. The relief is the signal, the body saying, "Thank you, I needed that." And then comes the twist. Some people feel relieved because canceled plans confirm something they already felt but didn't want to admit, that the relationship isn't energizing, that the connection feels forced, that the plan was more habit than desire. The relief is clarity, quiet, uncomfortable clarity. Not every plan deserves your energy. Not every invite aligns with who you are right now. And your emotional reaction knows that before your logic does. This doesn't mean you're cold. It means your intuition noticed a mismatch. The interesting thing is, many people judge themselves for this relief. They think they're flaky, or antisocial, or ungrateful. But psychology doesn't work that way. Emotions are signals, not verdicts. Relief doesn't mean you're bad. It means something was heavy, something cost you more than you expected, something didn't fit as cleanly as it looked on the calendar. So the real question isn't, why am I happy this got canceled? It's, what does this relief tell me about my energy, my boundaries, or my needs right now? Maybe you need more rest. Maybe you need more honesty. Maybe you need fewer obligations disguised as fun. Or maybe you're just human, navigating a world that asks a lot and rarely pauses. So which one sounded like you? The drained social battery? The anxious overthinker? The people pleaser? The overloaded mind? Or the quiet realization that not every plan is meant to happen? Sit with that for a second, and next time a plan gets canceled and you feel that familiar wave of relief, don't judge it. Listen to it. It might be telling you more about yourself than you think. If you enjoy exploring these little hidden patterns in human behavior, stick around. There's a lot more where this came from.